Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For those who don't know me, my name is Casual and I normally don't look like this. If you ever wanted to know what editing me looked like, this is me. Today, The Sims released a trailer for Snowy Escape. However, my morning consisted of physically bailing water out of a washing machine that broke halfway through the cycle. So I had to pull out all the clothes, wring them out by hand, use a cup and a bucket to get however many gallons of water out of it. So that took me a long time, hence why my hair is so weird. But I wanted to go ahead and film this and get it out because that was my plan anyway, and then I just totally botched it, but here we are. I wasn't able to I watched it, but I was doing stuff, and then I realized that I wanted to make a kind of reaction video from the perspective of someone who's relatively new to The Sims. I know a lot of Sims players tend to be ones that have played since they were 5 or something like that, but I'm relatively new, so fresh eyes and whatever. I liked the look of it. It went by so fast that I wasn't able to even think about what I was seeing. So I'm excited to kind of look at it slowly and a little bit more in depth. So what I can tell is that it seems to be, I really like the bangs that have this piece on them. I'm not sure if this beanie is going to be separate from these goggles, or if it's gonna be like the get-together goggles where it's, got the headphones attached to the beanie, or was that a baseball hat that was backwards? I'm not entirely sure, but I do like how there's a sweater under the coat, so or the suit, which makes me think that maybe they're separate, or you put it on like the hazmat suit from Strangerville. I don't know. All right, it's Mount Kenobi? Mount Komorebi. Thank you so much to SimsCommunity. I absolutely rely on your website so much because I'll watch things and I'll read plot lines from, the blog posts or whatever from the Sims actual account, but then I'll go through yours and see all the extra little things that I would not have checked before. So thank you so much for being amazing. This world seems very hilly, which would go with the mount part of it. I think that it's going to go off of the Himalayas, which I appreciate. This ski lift is causing me some question. I don't know if it's going to be a rabbit hole that she goes in at what looks like the ski lodge back here. I'm not entirely sure. And then she just hops on and then rides, and then she's automatically at the top. And loading screen in the middle. It looks like there's some cool architecture in the back and maybe some windy roads towards maybe the actual mountain over here. It's very beautiful. I'm very excited about the snowiness of this world. A+ hair. Love this hair. Don't think we already have it. Also, I want all of my characters to wear this hat. I do think that it's gonna be fun to do more things with the children on vacation. If this is a vacation world, which I have some thoughts on later. The fact that they put them in the trailer means that hopefully there'll be a lot of things that we can do with them. I'm not sure if this is gonna be just adults and kids, or can kids go on their own? Can 2 kids ride this? If there's a family with 2 parents and 3 kids, can you put 3 kids in this? Or is it just the 2? Are there single riders? And if they fall, can they get hurt / can they die? It looks like there's almost 2 distinct areas. Think of it like Get Together, Windenburg, how it has the different sections. Is that gonna be like this, where this is a section over here in the back, this actual mountain area, and then the resort itself is going to be a different section? I'm very excited about this mountain back here. Love these. I think they're called Japanese maples. My mom has one, but they're not nearly that tall, so I don't know if that's what they're called, but cherry blossoms. I'm from the Southeast US, probably the least cultural place in the world, so I can't really comment on whether this is accurate to a Japanese suburb. It does give me a little bit of Windenburg vibes. I hope that this is a park. That if we could also maybe a terrain tool where we could make a river like this. Love this bridge. I have a feeling that this is going to be a park, a public place that we can like go and sit. These are hydrangeas, which are already in the game, I believe. And this tree looks cool. I like how scraggly it is. I love this coat with this preppy cardigan thing happening. I like these yellow pants back here. This hairstyle is really cool. This hairstyle is really cool. I don't know how versatile it's going to be with that huge flower piece, but I wonder if that flower piece is going to be an accessory or if it's actually going to be attached to the hair, like the vampire hairs that have the jewels in them. I am excited about these fence pieces. I think that that can be a cool like outdoor area. If we can build a pond in our own yard, that'll be really cool to put around it as more of like a spa theme. Animal Crossing has a piece that looks exactly like this, which makes sense because it's in Japan. So this snow looks really deep, different than the snow that you get with seasons that they walk on top of, but I guess that makes sense. I wonder if this pack will work without seasons. It's got to, because it's a whole different world. I'm assuming it's going to be snowy here all year long, no matter what the actual time of year it is. If anything about this pack will affect the other worlds when it comes to things like seasons, affects everywhere. If anything about this is going to affect, like maybe we get new holidays. I don't know any Japanese holidays, but maybe ones that go, you know, a little bit more culturally appropriate to this setting. She thick. Good for her. In the words of James Turner, another bar. If it was a sushi bar, that'd be great, but he's making a drink. He's not making any type of food. It looks like there might be some kind of calendar situation happening. I love the aesthetic, though. These bar stools are really cool. If you give me a lot of new items and then also recolor other items, that's fine. I don't know, maybe I'm being too critical, but I do see new types of, well, we already had ramen, but maybe there's new types of foods like we had in San Myshuno where you get them from the food stalls and learn how to make them. That would be a really cool thing. This train. I have thoughts on this train. So, I hate to say it, but I think we're going to be vastly disappointed by this train. I hate to be a naysayer, but this is just the perfect excuse for this to be another rabbit hole, just like the ski lift, which is fine. I wonder where this train will be if it takes you to the world. You know what I mean? If it takes you to Mount Komorebi. If it takes you to the world, where is this station? Because you can't go to the world from the world unless there's a total different tier system, like down at the very bottom of the mountain is this train, and then this train circles its way up the mountain to the resort, and then you go even higher to the like Mount Everest peak that we saw in the background earlier. That could be cool, but like, do you travel to this train station and that's like the only place you can travel? That could be kind of cool. Can't have a Japanese pack without super awesome monorail system that they have, which is super cool and so fast. But I do see vehicles over here. I have a feeling because Sim Guru Lindsay said something about not having bunk beds, not having cars, not having horses. Sim Guru Lindsay released a letter back in September 4th, 2020, and it states cars, babies, farms, and bunk beds are not part of this EP. So I don't think that these cars mean anything other than the fact that they're there just for context. Maybe it's supposed to be the people working in the train station or anything, any number of things. I like this hairstyle. There's those bangs again. I love the very preppy, polished outfits that we've got going on with the tights and the almost looks like they could be in school, like as a school uniform. I'm seeing a lot of like anime, you know, bright colors. That's very culturally appropriate. Are these bedazzled? I like these boots though, gotta say. American culture meets Japanese culture and is thriving together. It's just like a very much a mixed meeting of cultures in this one frame. I like this hair. That's very reminiscent of what I've got going on here. We have something more traditional from what I can tell with the collar back here. There again, adult, child. So we've got skiing, sledding, snowboarding. Rock climbing. He's fully decked out in winter gear. But she is wearing capris. Like, she's not wearing any gloves. She's not wearing, you know, anything special. She's just wearing a normal outfit. Because with the introduction of seasons, you have the ability to be, you know, you can get too cold or you can get too hot. Is that just not a factor? Or is you only get cold at night? Like this type of thing? Also, there was a leak that one of the lot types is for sure gonna be vacation because it has the star. But I really, really, really hope that this entire world is not a vacation world. If it is, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be pissed because it shouldn't be an expansion pack if you can't live there. The Star Wars thing, you can't live there. It's a game pack. Granite Falls, it's vacation world, but you can't live there, but it's game pack. Same thing with El Salvadorada. That's fine. If it's a game pack, I don't want to pay $50 for a vacation world. I just don't. Like, that's just bottom line. Say what you will. I just don't. Again, it's nighttime. I wonder if that's when cold comes into play. I like this outfit. That being said, this expedition looks like an Expedition Everest type thing. The, you know, going to the top of Mount Komorebi or whatever. I feel like that could be a really cool vacation thing. So it's like you're staying at the resort, but then you leave the resort to take this expedition that takes a couple of days or something, maybe to get to the top. I think that could be a really cool thing, especially if it's interactive. Like, you have things you're supposed to do to get you to different parts of the mountain. I think that could be a really cool thing. I might be asking way too much, which I feel like I am. We saw kind of this with Sulani when you're in the conservation career where you have to go into the cave and, like, you find stuff and things like that, but you can't go in. I could understand that if this was a vacation and it's going quickly. Like, you have to get to the top and back down in, like, 3 days or something like that. And it's like a milestone that you can check off, like, made the expedition. I wonder if your sim can die on this expedition, because that would be realistic. I don't know. Like, see, you know, you make it to the top. Woohoo! You could even skip past the descent. Maybe there's some issues that happen, like, that you have to choose whether this thing or this thing, as to whether you go one route or another route, perhaps if something goes wrong, or, you know, you lose a piece of supplies off the side, or maybe you get injured potentially at some point. You know, those kinds of things. A lot of high hopes. All right, here we go. Hot springs. When I saw that this was a very, like, Himalayas theme, I was really hoping that they would have hot springs. Like, I'm sure everybody's seen the videos of the monkeys that are in the hot springs with the snow on their heads. That's what I immediately thought of. So I just want to be that monkey. I hope we get some really cool plants. Foliage. This fence is new. Those kinds of things that are very Japanese that might look weird if we use them in other worlds, but that's totally fine. Love the colors of this hair. Can we say? Also, we see the braids with the bangs on a child. What are these countertops? Are these countertops for us? Because if so, I am here for it. Why so many tissue boxes, though? I love this fireplace. I hope that it's something that we can use and isn't just in debug mode. Also, is this a window or are these doors open? Also, loving this chair and this poof. Those are new from what I can tell. This chair has a blanket on it. It's like they've looked into my living room. Also, this is split level. This is lifted up. Is that something we didn't do now? Split level houses? I mean, we could kind of before, but, like, is it gonna be easy? This looks like a trail, like a nature trail. Is this just walking around the world, or is this a specific event that you go to a trail and walk the trail? Oh, that bug! I like this thing back here, this little public seating area. I like this lamp. Don't like that bug, I can tell you that. They all thought it was funny. This is very culturally true too, the shrines. Are we going to be actively taking these pictures and uploading them to SimsCommunity? Because SimsCommunity is not a new thing, but I don't know if that's going to be, if it's going to be more active. So those are doors. Those are open doors. I answered my own question. Never mind. Don't mind me. Love this tree. Gotta say. I like the roof texture. I like the outside design. Can we make our own freeform water feature? I want a moat, can I just say. I want a moat around my castle. I really hope also we can see these views because it's just gorgeous. Tai Chi, is that gonna be a Zen skill or is it gonna be part of the wellness skill? So here's another water feature, but this one's just round, like you plop it down. I don't know. The counters! Praise the good Lord, sweet baby Jesus. Kitchen counters, casual approved. This fridge, kind of weird, but casual approved. I like this storage unit thing. I wonder if the different swatches will come with different things inside. The same stools we saw earlier. Is this island freestanding? No, this is just this with an extended front. Is that a new sink? I'm assuming because they have these that there's not going to be upper cabinets to go with these. I see a new stove with like more of a flat top look to it. Is this going to get very repetitive if these are swatched in there, or can we place things inside of these? Because that would be cool. I also like this rug. And there's more of that split level situation happening again. Cat. All right, we have definitely split levels. It's gonna be a thing. That's cool. It uses a snowboard as a table. This fireplace looks really cool. I'm a big fan of the open concept. Again, don't know if it'll cause issues with catching the house on fire or items that are nearby. I like this shelf with the mountains. This is a stand heater, also could cause fires, but they keep having the doors open, so they have to have a lot of heat. Love these chairs. I love this cabinet thing. There's a lot of play with the split level. I do like that they're eating at this floor table. It has a bed skirt on the floor table itself. Love this poof. I wonder if you can only use this with certain types of food. I know that it would make my experience better because when I first moved into my apartment, we didn't have a table, so we ate at our coffee table every night in front of the TV. It kind of looked like this. So I wonder if you could use this not in this context. Again, with the mom and the kid. Alright, you can have a snowball fight, it looks like, and build a snowman, which you already, or snow pal, which you already could do. Looks like the kids can also have these snowsuits. Usable vending machines? Did we already have those? I like this outfit back here. This is very classic. Because I've seen these cans everywhere. They were in the bar, they were at the dinner table, and now they're here. So it seems like as you upgrade your skill, the more tricks you can do. Makes sense. November 13th, 2020. Love that it comes 2 days after my birthday. Tell me happy birthday, EA. All right, let's look. What does the Sims community say? All right, they're talking about the platforms. Actually noticed it in the fireplace. Build mode feature edition. Wouldn't be surprised if it was with a free base game update for The Sims 4 right before the release of Snowy Escape. This is also something that I am interested in seeing and how it gets implemented. So we've always wanted a revamp of the personalities and relationships, but this is coming with a new feature that's called lifestyles and sentiments. I don't know what that means. So according to the blog post / press release, introduces lifestyles and sentiments features, adding more depth to Sims personalities and relationships. For the first time, up to 16 lifestyles will manifest in response to a Sim's actions and habits, changing their behavior significantly more than create a Sim traits, as they reflect a Sim's lived experiences. Sentiments represent how two Sims can feel very differently about the outcome of a shared experience and have a lasting impact on Sims' relationships to each other, affecting their social interaction. Lifestyles manifest in response to your Sims' actions and habits, changing their behaviors appropriately. Shared experience inspires sentiments and have a lasting impact on Sims' relationships to each other, affecting their social interactions. Is that not the same thing listed twice? So what's the difference between sentiments and lifestyles? Is it like the difference between traits and aspirations? Like lifestyle is more like an aspiration and sentiments is more of a trait, like inherent versus like an active goal. I hate how it's worded the exact same way. But I guess it could be like a sim has a baby. A family-oriented sim is very excited. An evil sim or a sim that hates children could be pissed. And then the family-oriented sim could be mad at the other sim, and then their social interactions can kind of move from there. I'm very interested to see also if this is a part of the base game or if this only comes with this expansion pack. I feel like people are going to be all open arms about that. But that's my take on this. Editing me is going to have a hard-ass time because I've been recording for almost an hour. It's been 46 minutes. I hope that y'all forgive me for looking like this. I really wanted to I had some thoughts, so I had to share it. I hope that you guys are excited for this pack. I'm excited for this pack. Happy birthday to me, am I right? I personally like not having anything to compare it to, so I'm not as easily disappointed when it comes out, and it's not really what I'm wanting. That being said, I know full well that I can be completely disappointed. I hope that it has a lot of gameplay aspect. I hope that it has... Bottom line is I hope that this pack has enough to it to make it worthy of an expansion pack price. That's basically what my takeaway is that I really, really hope that EA doesn't shortchange us. That's pretty much my concern. But it's also an expectation that should be there. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk about the economic state of the world. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Please keep me in your prayers and thoughts about my washing machine being broken. But I love you all. I will see you in the next one. Get good, restful sleep. Have a great rest of your day. Make good choices. And I love you. Happy gaming.